It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into an artist. Today's artist is Mega Ran. Long overdue. Looking forward to this conversation. We've done the hard work, so you don't have to. You know what else works? Hard work. I just said it. Hard work works. Kickstart your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. It's for all ability levels. Full gym, no freaking problem. What's included with that? Well, I'm glad you asked, Jack. Over 200 workout plans available for every situation, from a full gym to no equipment at all. There's a nutrition guide to keep you on track during all seasons. And all this is only $10 a month. Special offer for Deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and your first month is free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. Hard Work Works fitness. I love you, Joe. Get it done. Coach Joe wants to get you in shape. Tip-top physical, as they say. Today, we are talking about Mega Ran, and I'm going to toss to you here first, Jody, because this is a little different. This is something I just threw out on the Facebook page. I was like, hey, does anybody want to talk about Mega Ran? And you were the first person to go, you know what? Yeah, I'd like to do that. So walk me through it. What is your relationship with Mega Ran?
Well, first off, what I really said was I would love to be able to do that, but I'm not sure that I could. And then you said, what if I told you that we had Ran on the hook to run the list by? And then I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, my said was, you crazy bastard, I'm in.
Yes.
Or something to that effect.
Yes.
I think that's what I said. I could be wrong. So, I think a lot of it really comes down to if I hadn't already been introduced to Ran by in a very specific scenario, this is the kind of episode that probably would have gotten me in, because I only know he existed because of somebody I used to work with that was a huge Mega Man fan. And he was telling me, yo, there's this rapper that does like a bunch of stuff, but a lot of his stuff is about Mega Man, and he's already in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most songs about a single topic. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So checked him out a little bit. And this was like 2012, 2013. So I think it was around the time that Black Materia had come out. And so I'm looking through the albums he's got, and I'm like, wait a minute. He's done a song with Whitey Cracker. How the hell do I not know about Mega Ran? Because outside of some of your mainstream rap, most of the stuff that I listen to is Whitey Cracker and Shape of the Dark Lord. And I listen to Dual Core. Matter of fact, I know Ant 80. Like, I've met him, hung out with him a bit. Even let me use his laptop to change a password once, which was really weird. Okay, so I know artists that he's done work with, and I know artists that he has done work with after that point. So how the hell did I not know about this guy? So when I got the opportunity to do this show for an artist that I actually would have not known about had not some very specific scenario come about, I'm like, okay, so I'm now doing an episode about something that could have affected me had I not already been in this situation. So it was like, oh, this seems like an interesting way to go about it. And aside from that, I like his work and I like his style. I'm not really that big of a fan of Mega Man. So it's like coming at it from the point of view of somebody who's not really into what a good chunk of his catalog is about.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. So, Will, you came into this conversation a little different because actually you're going to be doing a little time travel here, folks. Next week's show will be on MF Doom. And Will's going to be on the Doom episode. And I said, hey, would you be into doing the Mega Ran episode too? So, Will, walk me through it. What are your impressions on Mega Ran, and what made you say yes?
So I've heard the name Mega Ran a few times from a lot of my NecoCon convention friends who all the gamer kids, they bring his name every once in a while. But I actually was made. Well, I actually heard more about him from who is it? Xavier Woods, Austin Creed, on the New Day Feel the Power podcast, where they had Mega Ran on an actual episode, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. He's pretty tight. So I listened to the interview and I went and listened to some music. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He's pretty dope. And I think at that time the Rise track had come out for Mortal Kombat 11. And then, so when I heard that, I was like, yeah, man. He's a really, really talented cat, man.
Absolutely. So my story with Ran, so he used to come through here all the time. He used to play in like GameStops and such, in Virginia Beach. And whenever Black Materia finally hit my radar, I listened to it and I was like, oh my God. Some of you may not know this about me. I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII nut, specifically 7. I like 8. I like 9. I also like 3 and 2. And yes, I call them 3 and 2. Some people will argue that to their death. I call them 3 and 2. But I'm a huge 7 nut. And so when I heard this, I'm like, oh my God, this is incredible. This is amazing. And I don't use this word lightly. It's a classic. Black Materia is a classic record. Like, it's timeless. But I saw he was coming roughly around Black Materia, and I'm like, yo, what's up, dude? Like, I'm trying to come see you. He followed me on Twitter and DM'd me and said, you're on the hook now. Hopefully I'll see you there. He's just that kind of dude. He's just a good dude. So he's been on my radar ever since. I never made the deep dive on anything else, but I connected with Black Materia on such a level that, like, I knew that this was my dude. I knew that this guy could put out anything and I'd love it, because there's just a wavelength. There's a Final Fantasy VII wavelength, if you know what I mean. So going through, I know you're usually pretty meticulous, Jody. Yeah. What was putting your list like together for Ran?
Well, it's been a little this last year's worth of time that has been a decade or longer, right, in duration, which is, makes sense if you live through it. So if anybody grabs this episode in some distant future and want to know what the fuck that was about, ask your grandparents or great grandparents what COVID was like, and then you'll understand. So this, decade long time that we just spent in has been weird for me. So anything I've done has been, perfectly honest with you, half-assed, because while everyone else talks about how they have all this extra time, I have less time, because apparently the let's put it this way. When you live in a house full of people that never gets to go anywhere and they get under each other's skin and they want to kill each other, somebody has to play mediator or it all goes to fucking shit. So apparently that was me. So yeah, I have very little time. So most of my music listening here lately has been at work. So I don't get to just hit play and keep listening, because, I have to talk to people at work. It's through an intercom, but I still have to talk to people at work. So my listening has been weird. So I can't say this has been as meticulous as I would like, but a lot of this really was going back in, because, like I said, the guy that introduced me to Ran, his name was Kyle, I think. Kyle sounds right. After he introduced me, I kind of absorbed what had come out to that point, and I kept up with them, but not extensively. So going through Black Materia, I was listening to stuff I already knew. I was already really familiar with. So that was easy. It was just, okay, which of these songs do I think stands a chance to make in the 20? I'll throw them on my list and pare it down from there. But I was only vaguely aware of some of the stuff after that. Like I knew a couple of the tracks off of Random, I knew a couple of tracks off Visitor, and somehow Extra Credit completely got past me. So that was a brand new listen. So that one I had to spend a lot of time with, and I'll just say it didn't catch me. I liked it. It didn't catch me.
Okay.
But paring down for the Visitor was hard.
Yeah.
That one I had a lot of trouble with because I wanted to keep the whole damn album.
I get it. I get it. So, Will, what was it like putting your 20 together for this?
The same. It's very, very similar. Like with like the Nas list, the other episode I did, and the Doom list, it was a little bit easier because like I'm more familiar. I can kind of just go through and pick my favorites and then go back. A lot of these were a fresh listen for me. So, once again at work, I don't have a lot of time to sit and listen. So, I have like a 35-minute drive to work every day. Hit play and let something go. And if I really, really enjoyed it, then I threw it on the playlist. But I was kind of like mad about it. It went to the playlist. If I didn't like it, I just skipped it. And then I went through that list and gave it like a deeper listen. And yeah, man, I was blown away by some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Like he's ridiculously nice, like as an MC. But then it's also wildly relatable.
Yeah. Yeah. I love, so it's nerdcore, or, at least at its core. And when he's at his best, it's nerdcore. So I had the damnedest time trying to walk the line between putting nothing but nerdcore stuff through and nothing but some of the later stuff where he's kind of not necessarily venturing away, because at least in content it's still nerdcore, but maybe sound wise people might not take it that way. So like I've had to walk a line, and then of course Black Materia for me, like I could put that entire record through, like the entire thing made my first cut. And when I went back through it, I'm like, well, what do I cut? So I had to separate nostalgia, Final Fantasy VII. I had to really focus on content when it came to that record. I had to really focus on rhymes and focus on the beats, like, which ultimately when it comes to a hip hop artist, for me, like I'm always going to be beat first. Just like with a rock band, I'm going to be drawn to the music first. So like if I'm trying to loop somebody in, what am I going to go for? So I tried to do a nice mix of all of that stuff. So hearing this part of the conversation, now is the next wave. Hearing what you've just heard, Jody, if you had to guess, this is for the final say, how many unanimous decisions do you think we'll make? Kind of a deep discography, and we didn't include everything. We've got 92 songs here, just shy of 6 hours of listening.
3.
Okay, 3. Will, what do you think?
3 and a penny.
So you're great for playing Price is Right rules.
Yeah.
Right. Oh man. Okay. So going by my limited knowledge of nerdcore, but my knowledge of pro wrestling, I'm gonna go 4.
4. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look like the optimist here. I'm gonna go with 5. 3 was my initial thought. Jody robbed the 3, so I'm gonna Price is Right, y'all, one step further. 5 is my guess. So 5, 3, 4, and with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The 3 of us have each combed most of Mega Ran's discography, 92 songs, 6 hours, as I said, and have plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you in case you have never listened to Mega Ran. And unfortunately, that might be like a real possibility. And if it is, we're going to fix that. And I think that this is my favorite Rand song, and I never lead with my favorite, but I feel like content-wise, it's on point. Sound-wise, it's on point. It really encapsulates what Rand does. From Black Materia, I'm going Cry of the Planet.
Yep, I got that.
I do not.
Oh, okay. Well, it gets to hang around. It's not dead. I would be upset if it was dead. All right. All right, Jody?
Let's see here. All right. Well, that was the one that was at the top of my list. And unlike some of my previous shows here recently, this one actually wasn't in order.
Oh.
So that was my top as well. So let's do this one. This has been one of those songs that have been like, okay, how did I not already know about Mega Ran? Because like seriously, and that would be Robot City.
Yes.
No.
Dang. I'm really interested to hear what
Yeah.
what Will's
So
got.
I'm coming from a really super overly hip hop perspective.
Okay.
So it's kind of like
I got some of them too, I
it
think.
works out.
All right.
I
Well,
believe you
it sticks around. So, Will, you're up.
All right, cool. So this is actually the first song I listened to, and I was immediately like in. I was like, okay, cool. I can definitely get into this. I'm gonna go Shadow Man.
Dang. No.
No, that did not make it in.
Oh,
It's gonna be a long night.
I know, right?
Eh.
Dang. That bums me out. I was hoping y'all would save me on that one. Here, let's let it get its time in the sun. God. Just before y'all came on, I was listening to actually, this was the song I was playing, Jody. Oh, man, that hurts. That one hurts. Okay. So we're back around to me. I actually have these in order, but I'm gonna go around a little bit more. You know, I'm gonna try to find some common ground here because I think this is a great hip hop track, but also nerdcore in a very comic book way. Defenders.
No.
I don't have it either.
Oh, dang. All right, let me go find it in the playlist so it can get some time in the sun. I just love it's the story about the Defenders. I mean, here, I'll let it breathe for a second.
Jessica Jones, the smartest detective.
Jessica Jones, and my strength is unknown. I crush your bones so your cover is gone. Leave it alone, man. That's why I sit so I don't lose it and flip. That's why you always.
I just thought it was a cool in between there because it's got the comic book aspect, and I thought it's just a great beat. All right, Defenders is out. Jody.
Before I do, I gotta ask Will: is that Liquid Death you're drinking over there?
It is Liquid Death.
That's what I thought. I thought that's what I saw. All right. So what? No, here's the question.
Yeah.
Did you sell your soul?
A little bit.
Cool. All right. So anyway, let's see here. Let's go down to the lower part of my list here. We'll do this one. This one has got a few visitors on this track from the album The Visitors. For the Gamers.
No. Is that a no for you too, Will? Let it get a minute. In case anybody's wondering, because a lot of the episodes where I started doing this haven't come out yet. Is it just to kind of rub it in that your song didn't make it, and also make the people who didn't pick it feel bad for not picking it?
It works.
It kind of reminded me, along with the way it bounces back and forth between the rappers on the track. One of those like bunch of kids hanging out after school, sitting on the curb, talking about what they like, what they don't like, kind of arguing but not quite arguing.
What's funny is like I felt the same way you did about Visitor. I thought for sure by the time I got to that part of the discography, I would be like, okay, well, I'll be able to be picky here because I don't have much room. Number one, number two, it won't have anything for me. And I was really, really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Will.
All right. So I hope this is my first hit of the evening. I'm gonna go Tifa's theme.
Oh.
No,
I don't have it.
Damn.
I know, right?
Can I say damn on here? I said damn.
Yes, you can, because it's appropriate. Was that a no for you as well, Jody?
Yeah, I don't have it.
I tell you what did it, because I don't have to keep making the case for my love for Black Materia, but the character specific ones, I thought that I was being too nostalgic. God, this is a good one though.
That's fair.
Baby girl, I want you. I want you. I want you. Oh, God bless it. Anytime anybody plays anything from that album and I don't have it, I'm going to be so upset because I guarantee you I had it at one point. All right.
Feel the guilt, Justin.
All right. I'm going to try to find some middle ground here again. Infinite Lives.
No, that did not make it.
Oh, man.
Nope, me either.
Dang. I should have went the other way. I should have went 2.
We all die. This is fun. But the goal isn't to live forever, but to create something that
So sound-wise, this definitely leans more towards the nerdcore.
Yeah.
But I felt like it kind of crosses both bridges. Just like the message, too. Let's let it breathe for a sec. All right. All right, Jody, can you get us off the schneid?
Probably not, but I'm going to try anyway. Here we go. This is one I can relate to, because being an adult is a lie. Don't buy the lie. Grow up.
Yes.
Oh,
Dang. Okay, well, looks like we might
We know who we got. We know who the adult in the room is.
I mean, at this point, at least maybe we'll have enough to not have to pick through the trash.
Yeah.
Maybe.
true.
That's all we're looking for here. All right. Will?
Man, I'm gonna stick with the adulting theme. I heard this song and I was kind of like, yeah, I've felt this many a time. I'm gonna go Wednesday.
No.
And largely it got cut out because I already had one song that had that kind of theme going on. So
We are all over the map, which is not, it's a bad thing for our list, but it's to me, that it does show his range. 3 people were able to kind of pluck out a lot of different stuff. Now I feel really bad. If I had to guess, that was like 25. It was definitely one of my last cuts. Shoot. I don't feel good about this one, but we'll see. How about Eyes on Your Own Paper?
I have that.
Hey.
I have it too.
Oh,
Ooh, we got
one.
Oh,
All right.
And just for reference, that is the only one from Extra Credit that made it through for me.
Oh.
dang.
Again,
I
this
got
is...
2 more from extra credit.
Yeah, I think I got 1 or 2. We got one. You know what's funny is now that I'm listening to it again, like beat wise, it reminds me of the Defenders beat. Like it does feel very comic booky without it being overly comic booky, if that makes sense. But it's here. Let's let it breathe for a second. We got one.
Early years trying to fit in and belong, and it took me just as long to get the hit and move on. So I'm gone on my own like Patty B. I notice when I focus on whoever's mad at me, I just wind
Got.
up putting it in the music.
All right. So Eyes on Your Own Paper was me, right?
Yeah.
All right, Jody.
All right, let's see what we got here. Well, I haven't done this yet. I'm going to go ahead and play one off of Black Materia. So, we can make Justin feel bad. Though I'm going to say more than likely you're not going to end up feeling bad. Because I would be surprised if you don't have this one. Make a reactor.
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
But it wasn't like it wasn't the finals. It didn't make the actual list.
I can't wait to talk to Ran about that song because in the remake they actually talk and they say Mako. It's Mako reactor. And on the Black Materia remake, they actually make a play on that. Like somebody says, "Oh, the Mako reactor," and someone says, "Actually, it's Mako." It's just funny. All right, Will.
Oh man. All right. Well, we'll stick with Black Materia and gratuitous wrestling mentions. Let's go One Winged Angel.
Yes.
Okay, no. But y'all got it, so it gets to hang around.
Gotta love a Kenny Omega reference.
Well, that's where Omega got it from Sephiroth.
Right.
Yeah.
Sephiroth is the greatest.
All right. I don't feel so good about the remaining ones I have from that record now, even though one of them feels like it has to be. All right, I'm gonna try something in the middle of my list. How about Aqua Soul?
I have Aqua Soul.
Hey.
I do not.
Okay. Aqua Soul. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. All right, let me see what we got. 7 between the two. Okay. All right, Jody.
Let's see here. We'll do this. I'm going to dip into random here. And another one I can relate to. Introvert Bars.
No.
It kind of gave me a feel of something I would have expected to have shown up on wow, I'm going blank on words. Okay, yeah, something I would have expected to show up on the scratch record from DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince's "He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper."
I got you.
One of the few things I still have on vinyl.
Yo,
I gotta tell you, like, this hung around for a minute, and honestly, if it was more than 57 seconds long, I bet you it probably would have gotten through. I know I shouldn't let a thing like that dictate, but when you have 90-something songs, things like that come to play. All right. Introvert bars, unfortunately, goes to the not listed. All right. Will?
Let's go with Splash Woman.
Yes.
Let's see. No.
So close.
We're getting closer.
We're getting closer, inching ever so closer. All right. Man, this one's gonna hurt, but I gotta play it. I'm going back to Black Materia. Dawn of the Slums.
Yep,
I
I've
have
got
Dawn
that.
of the Slums.
Was that a yes from you as well, Will?
Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Ooh, one more and I win.
Yes. Oh, man. To me, again, this is everything you want. This is Final Fantasy VII. And then you listen to the lyrical content, like he's really talking about a Dawn of the Slums, not necessarily Don Corneo.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Here, let's get a little taste.
Ain't no hazard pay in the Badlands. 8 says sector 7, more like section 8. Just to set it straight, the struggle is day to day. Living under tin huts and holes
Happens
in
all the
ground.
time in the
Police
slums.
ain't around. Don's controlling the town. In these walls it's been
One
bad.
more and we're out of
Outside it's much
NTP.
worse. Outside is scorched earth. So happiness here is like finding flowers
Oh,
inside
God.
an abandoned church.
Plus, it also takes me right to Don Corneo. All right, Jody?
All right, let's see here. I'll hang out in Black Materia for a little bit longer. Avalanche.
Yes. All right. Is that a no for you, Will?
Yeah, that's a no.
All right.
I have no more Black Materia.
Okay. Actually, I don't think I do either. Nope, I'm out. All right, Will?
Let's go. Let's go Miscommunication.
Nope.
That almost made it. That was close.
All right. Oops. Clicking too much. Clicking all around. There we go. God dang.
George Bernard Shaw says, the single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. It's just a normal case of miscommunication.
Just showing y'all, like, he's everywhere. Like, he's got a little everything for everybody. All right. I keep looking at this one, and I keep scrolling past it, but I can't. It's time to bring Super Mario into this. How about Church?
I got it.
I have it too.
Oh! How can you ignore this?
Heavy set ghost.
Ugh.
Shout out to Styles P. You can find me ripping MIC since 9-3. Wearing black like
So
the
hard.
MIBs. Don't mind me, MCs. You ain't in my league. You gotta be yet another caliber to be considered a challenger.
Bum, bum. Yeah.
Here,
let's let it breathe.
You gon' make me really slip and get out of character. Back in the days, I was shy and embarrassed. Now what I write in a tablet has got me flying to Paris, and that's whoa.
Not what I expected.
Until I lie in the casket, remember I am a classic. Let's go. Mega taking your breath away soon as you press and play.
All right.
You'll be an ecstasy, so I'ma spit those bars.
So we got 3. Jody? And we're officially out of NTP.
All right. Well, since I already know this is going to fall through, I'll go ahead and play the last thing I've got from Black Materia on that day 5 years ago.
Hmm. Yeah, that's obviously a no, but I'm glad it made the combo. All right, Will?
Let's go My Getaway.
No.
Nope, that didn't make it.
Right.
It's gonna be rough.
It's
gonna be rough for the rest of the way.
Yeah, probably. But we're there. Like it's gonna hurt these last couple misses, but I forgot to do this. So let's get a couple seconds of this. This one's On That Day 5 years ago. And then My Getaway. Oh. There's a way to scroll through these a little bit better. I got 8 left.
To the things that let us get away from acting this way. I was an active kid that had to go play, and I found my escape with a towel as a kid.
I got 8 left,
Yeah,
so we'll
I have
do
8 too.
we'll do a couple more rounds here, and then we'll just dump out. How about You Know the Name?
Nope.
I mean, I do, but
Do you know the name? Do you? I just had it.
maybe.
There it is.
Verbally, I punch rappers in the stomach with this. Ask them if they really, really want it with this. Cats want a battle, but they ain't coming equipped. Sweeter than ghetto Kool-Aid, but running they lips. I spent the school days.
All right, Jody.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Bounce back to random and go with this one. This, little, it was a little interesting listening to it because initially I hadn't quite worked. Like, I think like the first 35, 40 seconds of the song, I didn't quite work out what was going on. But then when it hit me, what was happening in the song, it kind of gave me a moment of pause for myself. Like, okay, who am I compared to who I was? The Meeting.
No.
I don't have it. I will go on record saying I think Random was my favorite project, though.
Yeah. Let me find it on the thing here. Yeah, I don't know. Like, all right. For whatever reason, there it is. I just scrolled past it too many times.
Yeah, ready. What? An old friend. All right, let him in. Hello, Mega Ran. I know it's a surprise. It's been a little while. What a sight for sore eyes. Before you hit the stage, I just wanted to say congrats, because you cashed on your passion. I'm really proud of that. The newspapers, the websites adorn you with awards. And I can hardly keep up, man. You're always on a tour. You know it's really awesome, man, how everybody loves you and to think you almost quit. Now look what it done come to. How most indie rappers struggle, you make it look simple. Dope rhymes indeed, but those 8-bit instrumentals were the kicker. But remember when we parlied on the block and you said you never...
I honestly don't know why I cut it. I know it made my first pass. Now that I listen to it, I can't remember why. There was no reason. All right, Will?
What are we gonna go with? Let's go. And I'm pretty positive nobody has this, but I'm gonna put it out there anyway. I have Final Fantasy, the John Wayne remix.
Oh. No.
No, I don't have it, but I can appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously. Me too.
So, like, John Wayne was one of the first guys that I actually got into that had like that 8-bit kind of thing. Incredible.
In a 6-foot river blood, your final grade. The system made me this way. I'm a slave to the game. Why get to my control? The riches the chain.
All right. How about revisions?
Mm-mm.
Out on my own. All right. Jody.
All right, let me go ahead and close out the visitor. It's the last one I got from here. Time.
No.
I don't, but that was in my finals list, or I guess semifinals.
All right. Will?
Let's go alternate endings.
Nope.
That almost made it, but it did not.
Nope. All right. So I got 6 left. I'll just dump them out real quick. See if I find you guys on any of these. The Promised Land.
No.
Form School of Feng Shui.
I have that.
Uh-uh.
Oh, you do?
I do.
All right. Let's see. Form School. Yes. We actually have a conversation as well. Pursuant Hearts, So Sorry.
Uh-uh.
The Guild.
Nope.
Nuh-uh.
Miles Morales.
So close, but no.
Mm-mm.
And last but not least, Unspeakable.
Nope.
All right. You want to dump out whatever you got left there, Jody?
Alrighty. So we got rock and roll. All right. Run and gun. Endless.
All right.
Same as it ever was.
I have that.
All right. Ring Man. And OP.
All right. And whatever you got left, Will?
I had Rushmore, Faculty Lounge remix, the Artillery remix, your favorite song,
That one was
The
really-
Bailout. Yeah, it was really good. The Bailout, Space Defense Team, Believe, and The Rock.
All right. Well, firstly, Jody, you have won. We got 3 through unanimously,
Yay.
right on the money. Church, Dawn of the Slums, Eyes on Your Own Paper are in. We have 10 in the conversation that we need to trim down to 7. So we have Aqua Soul, Avalanche, Cry the Planet, Form School of Feng Shui, Grow Up, Mako Reactor, One Winged Angel, Robot City, Same as It Ever Was, and Splash Woman. Man, just reading down that, like, I'm like, that hurts. 3 of those have to go. All right. I'm going to go with you first, Will, since Jody has last say. So 3 of these have to go. Of those 10, is there one that sticks out at you that's like, yeah, you know what? It's had a good run. It's done.
Oh, man. I should wrote those down. My brain just stopped. Damn it. I'll release Same as It Ever Was.
Same as it ever was. All right, let's lose that one. Same question to you, Jody.
All right. What's the list?
All right, one moment. And I will. Remaining 9. Aqua Soul, Avalanche, Cry the Planet, Form School of Feng Shui, Grow Up, Maka Reactor, One Winged Angel, Robot City, and Splash Woman. This is painful.
It's like all the ones I didn't pick are like, yeah, but they should also get a chance to be there. And like, because normally we're like, okay, well, I didn't have that, so I don't care. But no, so
here, let's do this one as a group, and you can have the final say, like the absolute last cut. So we have 4 here from Black Materia, and as much as I love Black Materia and would love for all 4 to go through, I think it'd be fair, since we've already got one through, to at least cut one of those. So the 4 from Black Materia we still have are Avalanche, Cry of the Planet, Maka Reactor, and One Winged Angel. So of those 4, what do you guys think we can drop?
not easier.
All right, so I'm looking at this, and honestly, of those 4, One Winged Angel is the odd man out. From where I'm sitting. Cry of the Planet hits a little harder as far as content-wise. Avalanche, musically, and Mako Reactor is a little of both.
Yeah, One Wing Angel probably.
yeah, I don't. Damn it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I mean, I guess if I have to pick one of those 4 to get rid of, it would either be that or Avalanche, and I think I would feel worse about getting rid of Avalanche.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put the heat right back on you, because there's 8 left. You got the final say.
Damn it.
So you can cut any of the 8 remaining songs. Aquasoul, Avalanche, Cry of the Planet, Form School of Feng Shui, Grow Up, Maka Reactor, Robot City, Splash Woman.
Splash Woman.
Oof, it's difficult, but
Yeah, I don't want to. But then I don't want it for any of the others either.
yeah, things have to.
And that's one of the ones that didn't make it on my first pass, and that's the one I got to go with, because the others, at least, it was like it made it through first run, and that one didn't.
All right, so give me just a second, and I will have our final list. This one too. This one too. Does that give us 10? Yes, it does. All right, so we have Aquasoul, Avalanche, Church, Cry the Planet, Dawn of the Slums, Eyes on Your Own Paper, Form School of Feng Shui, Grow Up, Mako Reactor, and Robot City are our final 10. I'm so glad Robot City made it in. I am so glad. All right, Jody, the heat is on still. Of those 10, what's the number 1 with a bullet?
Ooh.
Be thinking, Will. So I'll come to you in a second.
Oh, dang it.
Do you guys want me to go first? I never go first on these.
Yeah, you should have to go first this time.
So I'm gonna step outside of Black Materia, even though my gut is drawing me there, because Cry of the Planet was my first instinct. And I honestly don't think you need to like Final Fantasy VII to get into Black Materia. However, I feel like Eyes on Your Own Paper has more appeal outside of nerdcore video game type stuff. And I think if I play just a little bit of it, you guys might agree. And we all had it. That's just good. Anybody agree?
Yeah, except I really was gonna. I think I was really leaning on Cry of the Planet, so that doesn't help you any.
I know that was.
But I also can't disagree with you.
Yeah. What do you think, Will?
So, was it Film School of Feng Shui? Which is if I said the title right, I might not have, but that was an incredible song. I actually listened to it twice today. But I feel like church made me like almost dislocate my head from my neck every time I listen to it.
I hear you.
So yeah, man.
You know what? I can't argue with that either. Because I feel like, whereas Eyes on Your Own Paper leans more towards just hip hop, and if we go Cry the Planet or Down on the Slums, it leans more nerdcore. I feel like Church is such a happy marriage between the both. Plus, all three of us had it. Because it goes hard. Like, I mean... All right, what do you think about Church, Jody? That sound means Jody has not decided.
Yeah. Just playing the song through in my head. Yeah. That's the problem, is that there are a number of songs I think that could work for this. There really are. Because he covers different styles so well that we could pick from any one of them, and then trying to pick one of them to the front load the experience of him is hard. But I suppose, if we're trying to kind of sample across them, that would be one of the few that would be able to do that well.
So I think we go Church here. I think we go Church here. I think that's the safe bet. Let's go Church. Church is our number one with a bullet. Aquasoul. Well, you know what? This is what I've been meaning to keep on. Get a little bit of... Number one with a bullet. Church, Aquasoul, Avalanche, Cry of the Planet, Dawn of the Slums, Eyes on Your Own Paper, Form School of Feng Shui, Grow Up, Mako Reactor, and Robot City round out our 10, and we have done it. We have created a top 10 starter kit for Mega Ran. And you know what? If you don't like the list we came up with, understandable. Feel free to debate it. Or patreon.com/oh hi Justin, $1 a month gets you in. And come in the Discord and let's talk about it. Or come talk about any of your favorite bands. Love to do that. Love to have you in. Also, we're a podcast. That means you can subscribe, rate, comment on, any podcast platform. Would love to have you do that. But the absolute best way you can help me with this show is by telling a friend, hey, I listen to Deprogrammed. You should too. Join the Discord, Legion of Stupid. If you can't just search it, ask me for a link. It's that simple. And again, if you want to come play at the Hulkster, come play. Would love to have you on. And with that, Mega Ran. Learn them, love them, people. We'll see you next week. Bye.